Hello everybody and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. In today's episode we are just going to be doing more quick jobs, so that's it. Well, we're just going to do kind of shorter ones. I'm not going to try to do anything major. So let's looking for a good per mile thing. Nope, not over there. How many miles is this? Where does it say how many miles? That looks like a kind of long journey, but not that bad, so we'll just do this one. I still don't know where it said miles, but I'm sure it's not too many. Maybe. We'll see. We'll always end up seeing one way or another. 130 miles. Okay, not horrible, I guess. Now, if you'll excuse me for just one moment. I gotta take the screenshot for the thumbnail of today's episode. Okay, let's get this show on the road, as my father would say. Did you see that for just a second? I was getting 99 miles per gallon. What? Damage 1%? Really? Oh yeah, I have to turn that back on. Okay, let's go into third person. That's just going to make everything a little bit more simple. It would be cool to play on this game with a wheel. Unfortunately, I don't have. I need to enunciate like the UN. Unfortunately, I do not have one. Even if I did, it would probably do vibration, and I'd have to turn that off, and it would be a whole process. But I don't quite have the desk space to do that anyway. Okay, trailer damage 1%. It's fine. Nobody's gonna notice 1% trailer damage. Or at least I hope not. That'll be very particular of them to notice that little damage, but I imagine if you drive trucks for 40 years and take a lot of damage, then you'd probably get good at noticing it. But unless some 40-year veteran truck driver shows up, I don't think anybody's going to notice the damage, and it'll be fine. I hope. It's all about hope, guys. Just have faith. And if you don't have faith, then what's the point of living? Always have faith, no matter the situation. Unless the situation is like really, really bad, and in which case you should probably just give up. It'll make the failure feel, less painful. But moving on from that very, very happy subject, what do you guys want to talk about? I wish you could give me live suggestions. I mean, you could if I was streaming this, but I'm not, so unfortunately you cannot, I guess. Oh no, not this part. Most of our journeys are going to end up starting with this. Ah! Ooh! Ooh, that's not great. Well. Uh-oh. That's not good. We're just gonna keep on trucking, though. Although we will more than likely visit a service station whenever we find one, because that was major damage. Now, I assume you wouldn't have to be a 40-year truck driving veteran to notice, 48% damage on a vehicle. But I'm just gonna hope they look over it. Come on, not going up a hill. And the train's passing by, I can hear the bells from here. This has gone horribly wrong very quickly. That's why I don't like that turn. I should have never started in this stupid little town. I wonder what happens when you get hit by the train in this game. Is that just like a game over? Your character dies and your career ends? Because that's how it should be. That was a short train. Wow, I'm surprised I wasn't... What? I wasn't even close to that thing. Ugh. Well. Could have been worse. I could have, I need to stop saying, I could have absolutely 100% destroyed the vehicle, and then it really would have been like game over, game over. And I would not have been very happy in that situation, but I mean, it would have been my fault, so. Except for the fact that the game developers decided to put that crazy curve, that is not my fault. But it is my fault for choosing to start in this town. So it all circles back to me, right? Which is fair, I suppose. I'm not gonna protest too much about it, but... Wow, that was dangerously close to not picking back up. Hey, buddy, back there, behind me. We're gonna have a long journey together. A long, long, long journey. Hopefully, like, staring at my rear bumper for the better part of the next 2 hours. I don't see any service stations in the near future, but maybe we'll come across one shortly. If we're lucky, we will. Which, so far, the luck of this journey has been non-existent, quite frankly. That's a police officer right behind us. Just gotta keep our speed under control. Can't get more than a couple miles above 55. I wonder if this is like a beer company. Like Bushnell? That's what it sounds like, but it's not a real life company as far as I'm aware, so... Oh great, engine malfunction. Good thing we're going downhill. I really wish that Route 97 marker was actually a speed limit sign. Then I could go 97 miles per hour and I would be so, so happy. Fortunately, I need to... 2 words that I need to say less. And unfortunately. I just like that word so much. Unfortunately, like, it sounds so nice. Oh god, I'm going way over. Just building up momentum for this hill. I need to get better at staying inside the lines. I need to get better with most things in this game, including not running into a tour bus and quite nearly killing everyone on board. So I guess there are skills that we all need to work on. But if you look up ahead, you will see what I see, which is a bunch of bends and curves. Okay, that was a bit wide. Ow. That was a bit wide, but I had to do it to avoid that truck. I think he had the right of way, but the game doesn't count for that, so it doesn't matter to me as much. I think we lost the concrete truck, though. I think that actually happened a while back. So I guess he wasn't staring at my rear bumper for the better part of 2 hours. We need to slow down through here, though, because these are a bunch of really tightly wound currents. I was going to say turns, and I don't know what else I was going to say, honestly. Turns and corners, that was it. I was going to say corners, that's the C word. Okay, I'm going to slow down a whole lot. Oh, come on, come on. My side, my side. Slow and steady, loses the race, but gets there safe. I mean, I guess it is, in theory, possible for slow and steady to win the race. As long as you sabotage all the other competitors, then you're guaranteed to win the race. Okay, we're going pretty heavily above the speed limit, but I was trying to get some momentum. We're gonna slow down now, because I don't want to run into the guardrail. And we haven't had an engine malfunction in a while, actually, which is pretty good. I thought we would have had another one by now, but we've been safe and sound so far. Which I feel great about, because I love being safe and sound. Although I am a bit of an adrenaline junkie at times. Because if I go to a theme park and I haven't ridden every single roller coaster, then what's the point of life? Like, I went to a place called Six Flags. Oh, there, speak of the devil. Not about Six Flags, about the not having an engine malfunction in a while. But anyway, I went to a place called Six Flags, which is an amusement park. And there's still just one coaster that I haven't ridden, and it bothers me every day, every single moment of my life. And quite frankly, I don't think I'll ever recover from the sadness that I constantly feel about not having ridden that roller coaster. It bothers me every waking moment. Every waking moment. Every single one of them. But alas, I will continue to live on even without riding this roller coaster. And it'll be hard, but I'll get through. I will survive. I don't actually know the rest of the words to the song. That's all you're getting out of me. Because mostly, like I said, I don't know the rest of the words to the song, so... I will survive. It is a good song, though. I like it. I don't really listen to music that much, though. Whenever I do hear music, it's from someone else playing it and me happening to hear it. I do, like, voluntarily listen to music sometimes, but... like, if I'm in a vehicle and I'm in control of the radio, it's silence. No sound at all. Just silence. Because I get really deep into thought, which is kind of bad when driving, but it's fine. And I'm sure it'll be fine and nothing will ever happen due to that. But moving on, I just get really deep into my thoughts, and I think about my life and look out the window and think of all the good and bad events from my entire, even though I've said this word about 1,000 times in the last minute, life. My entire life. I think about it, I reflect. I reflect on how I could have done things better, on what I could have done to put myself in a better situation at times. Which people nowadays don't take any time to reflect. And it's really quite unfortunate, because I think if there was a dedicated 5 minutes every single day that people 100% just sat there and reflected on the day and their decisions of the day, and if they think they made good decisions, I think it could really help people out a lot. But most people are too busy constantly living in the moment and in the present to think about what they'll do in the future and what they've done in the past, which is fine, and it usually doesn't turn out too bad. But I do think it's a very valuable, per se, habit that you could have. It could, honestly, I mean, I guess it could be, in theory, a detriment to your mental health, but it could also be a great boost to your mental health. So, just keep that in mind. Maybe for a week, try it out. Engine malfunction, of course. Maybe for a week, try it out and just dedicate a little chunk of time every day thinking about your decisions, what you could have done better. I guess also think about what you could have done worse and be happy that you decided to make the right decision. And just be happy with your life. And just like that, satisfactory, because, you know, we did a huge amount of damage, but it's fine. And we're level 1 now. Isn't that something? Ooh, and we get points. So, important deliveries unlocked. Transportation fragile goods and high value jobs. So, I'm debating between, hazardous cargo? That would be cool. That'd be really cool. But I think we should just do just-in-time delivery. But only for now. We'll improve those other skills, of course, in the future, but also, we have the bank unlocked since we're level 1. As well as this truck dealer. But with that, I think we're going to end off this episode. So, I thank you very, very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Bye!